All right, so in this video, what we're going to do is go ahead and set up the go to main menu panel with the buttons for the yes or no going back to the main menu. So let's go ahead and get that set up pretty quickly. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn on the menu panel so we can see our buttons and get everything going. All right, perfect. So I'm going to go into scene management and create an action. Let's see here. I'm going to go to game creator actions. And let's just call this something like yes, and then we can copy paste and do a no. All right, and we already know what those are. So for the yes, do you want to go to the main menu? We're going to go to add action, and we're going to clear this. And what we want to do is go to the scene here, and we want to load scene. Okay, and so the value that we want to put in here is the name of the scene that we want to load, and so we know it's called the main menu. So let's do that, main menu. All right, perfect. And then for no is really like a back button, right? So what we want to do is go to add action. We want to type in set so we can get to set active. And what we want to do is go ahead and set active the go to main menu panel to false. We want to copy, paste, and we're going to change that to the in-game menu panel to true, right? And then so that's generally going to turn this one off, turn the main menu back on, and then you would hit resume to get back to the game if that's what you want to do. All right, perfect. All right, let's see here. So we got those two buttons should work properly. And let's go ahead and do one more thing actually on the yes button. What I want to do is on the another action, I want to set a time scale, and I want to change the time scale back to 1. And I also want to, let's see here, yeah, let's just leave the time scale back to 1. And then for no, we're fine with that. Okay, all right. And so let's see, let's go to the next screen here and go to our main menu. And what we want to do is call that menu from the quit button. So what I'm going to do is right click, create game action or a game creator action. And I'm just going to type in the word quit. And even better yet, I'm just going to name this main menu. Main menu call. And I'm going to rename our button because I'd rather it just say main menu, because that's basically what you're doing. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to name this main menu. All right. And so what we want to do is set active. And we want to set active the go to main menu panel. I'm going to copy, paste, and I want to turn off the in-game menu panel. So we want to set that one to false and make this one true. So that should be all connected up. So what we need to do now is simply click here and do an on-click event. We're going to have to do that to the others as well if needed. Let me just double check a few things. Go here, and I'm going to actions, execute. So that should work fine. Double check that I did that on these buttons already, and I did not. See? So let's go ahead and do the same thing here. Execute. And then on the no button, we want to execute as well. Awesome. All right. So let's go ahead and test these things out. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Hit play. So main menu, resume is working, save is working, back, main menu, no, resume, everything is still working, main menu, if we hit yes, it should take us to the, yep, there it does, there it goes, perfect. And if we hit new game, wait a second, and should it take us? No, because we didn't set up the new game menu yet. So let's get into that screen and get that going. But if we check settings should work, load game should work, and that should be working fine. So we'll test all of this here once I get new game working. So let me hit play. Let's go ahead and save. You want to make sure you save often, by the way. When you're working on any project for that matter, you want to always make sure you're saving. All right, so I'm going to go into my main menu. And I'm going to go to the canvas. I'm going to go to scene management. And as you see, we don't have a new game button here. So I'm going to go ahead and game creator actions. And actually, we do have a new game button. So let's see what's going on. Start level, wait 1 second. All right, so why didn't it take us to the start level page? And let's verify that. So let's find out. I'm gonna hit play. All right, interesting. All right, so if I hit menu, main menu, yes. And if I hit new game, it's not taking us. Now we need to find out why. So let's find out. All right, so let's see what's going on. So we know the new game button works from here. So the issue definitely is coming from the start level menu. So let's take a look at that. So I'm gonna go ahead and double click that. And here's our start menu button. So I'm gonna open my canvas and I'm gonna take a look at my scene management actions. And there's the yes button. So we're loading the game and then we're changing the time scale. But there's the issue right there. See, we're loading the game. Once you do this, everything under it completely is seeming to be ignored. So let's actually move the time scale above here and then load the game. And let's see if that works. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that like that. I'm gonna turn this down and then I'm gonna hit save and let's hit play. All right, so we have our player able to move, jump, hit menu. We're gonna go to main menu. We're gonna hit yes. We should be able to go right back to the new game, just like so. All right, nice. So again, that was a good example of understanding that your actions are executed in a very particular order. So you want to make sure that when you're putting your different actions in and you have issues, check to see if something is being executed before something else, to where, you know, that may not be taking in effect what you needed to do. And so this was a really good example of that. So just keep that in mind. So if we go to main menu again, it should work. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna hit play. So now let's check to see if our saving is working. So how do we verify that? So what I'm gonna do is go back to start level and I'm going to go where the player is and I'm just gonna create a couple things here on this site. I'm going to, I have a Pro Builder option here, so I'm gonna go ahead and open Pro Builder window and I'm gonna pop in a new shape. All right. And I'm gonna color this particular cube, okay? I'm gonna make this one red. And let's go ahead and change the vertex color to red. And I'm gonna copy the cube, and I'm gonna move this one here, and I'm gonna change the vertex color to blue. And I'm gonna copy this one as well, move this over here. And I'll copy this one to green, and one more time for fun, do another color. And we're gonna do this one to, let's see, like purple. All right. So the reason I did this is so that when I save the game, we want to see if the save game function is actually working the way we expect it to. Save game function should take in, or at least save the player's position in the scene that it's being saved. So I'm closest, I'm gonna go to the red, and I'm gonna save game 1. So let's hit play. And I'm gonna go over to the red cube, and I'll even stand on top of it and look this way. Why not? All right, so I'm gonna go to my menu. I'm gonna go to save, and then I'm gonna hit save 1. And now the game should be saved. I'm gonna go to blue, hit my menu, go to save game 2, and blue is good. And then I'm going to save and go to 3, and that's it. So those 3, let's see if it works. I'm going to go to menu, main menu, and are you sure you want to go to main menu? Yes. So let's hit load, and let's load these up. Let's see if these are working. Doesn't look like they're connected, are they? Let's double check that. So let's get to save this scene and go check our load buttons. Go to main menu. And let's see if we ever actually connected these. All right. So I'm gonna turn on my panel, and let's see if we actually did these already. We didn't, and that's all. And so let's just make sure that those are working properly. And we didn't set up those buttons yet, but that's ideally how it would work. So let's go ahead and get these buttons set up. So the first thing we want to do is go to scene management and create an action. And we're going to go load 1. And I'm just gonna go ahead and go to my actions, and I'm gonna go down to where it says load, and we're gonna go to load game, and we wanna load profile 1, okay? And then I'm gonna copy and paste, and we're gonna do the same thing here, put in 2 and 3, just like so, and I'm gonna name these appropriately. And that's the beauty of this whole thing, right? When something doesn't work, you have to look and ask yourself why. And that's the whole logical side of it. You know, this isn't programming from scratch, but a lot of this you have to kind of think, why isn't this working? Let me figure it out. And that's really why it's so much fun to do. So now that we realize that, hey, we didn't set up the load buttons, let's go ahead and do that. Also notice that the wording is off here. Let me fix that. It's all uppercase, and I would prefer it to all be the same. All right, cool. All right, so now let's get our buttons working here. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag in this one here. And you can see that a lot of these actions that I'm making are consistent. And you're gonna use a lot of this when you go through everything that you're doing. You know, actions and triggers and conditions. We haven't really touched on a whole lot of conditions yet. But if you check out some other tutorials that I have, I do touch on the conditions. Let's see, actions, and then we do execute. And then the next one's gonna be the same thing. But generally speaking, yeah, you're going to use this very often. All right, and let's go here and hit execute. Perfect. So that should be working now. Did we do the back button already? And we did. Perfect. All right. And so I'm going to hit save. And let's see if our load buttons and everything is working. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the load menu panel. And I'm just going to leave the header on. And I'm hit play. All right, so let's go ahead and hit new game. All right, so we're in our game, and I'm going to head over to the green one. Let's do it again. Menu, save one, and there we go. I'm gonna go to red. Menu, save two. And as you can see here in the bottom, it's actually showing you the debug message we have. And let's do one more. I think it came from blue, but anyway, let's go to purple. And we're going to do menu save 3. All right, so hopefully this works. Let's go to menu, and we're going to go to main menu. And we're gonna go back. Perfect. All right, so now let's hit load, and let's hit load 1. Boom. So we're right at the green marker. Let's hit the menu button, and let's go back to main menu, hit load. We're gonna load 2, and now we're at the red marker. Perfect. And let's go back to main menu. We're gonna hit yes, load 3. And there we go, right at the purple marker, and everything is good to go. All right, nice. All right, so there's one last little thing I wanted to show you guys. As you see here, I added a black cube here, and this is really just a representation of a door. And I also created a new scene. It's pretty much a duplicate of this scene. I just changed the colors of the cubes and have the other door leading back to this room. Okay, so here is what you would want to do if you want to use your canvas in every scene, or use your menu in every scene. You simply want to take your canvas and drag it into your project folder, and it turns it into a prefab. And then you would use that prefab in any scene that you would want to call the menu into. Okay, so just really quick, I'll go ahead and save, just make sure everything's saved. I'm going to double click on start menu, level 2. And as you can see here, it's a little different scene. And if you see, I have a canvas, and I'll just go ahead and delete this canvas. And all you got to do is drag it into the scene, hit play. And there you go. So your scene's working, hit menu, and there you go. And now your menu is working just like it was in the other room. I'm gonna go over, and now we're in this room. And even your save, everything is gonna work properly, because the save is saving pretty much everything, including the scene and player position. So I'm gonna go ahead and save 1. I'm gonna run back to the other room, and I'll just stand over here and hit save 2. And then that's it. So let's go ahead and go back to the main menu and just hit yes, load 2. And it's gonna put us right back in this room, main menu, yes, load 1 here. All right. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial on how to create a main menu with Game Creator, and also a save game menu. I'll be adding more tips and tricks to kind of go along with those menus in the near future. But if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. But keep in mind, this was my approach to doing it. So I'm pretty sure there's other ways to go about it. So I would love to hear about how you guys are creating menus in Unity and how you're kind of going about it, because we kind of all learn from each other. So please let me know in the comment section if you have the time. I'll be back with more tutorials as I learn and discover more. So I'm always going to be here and I'm not going anywhere. If you guys want to stay up to date, of course, subscribe to stay in touch. Also, if you're learning Game Creator, they have an awesome Discord channel with super helpful people. So don't be shy, go over there. Also, Game Creator has tutorials on their YouTube page, so go ahead and search for that as well. I'll put a link in the description. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and of course, always remember, never give up and keep moving forward. Peace.